I say what's going on, family. Welcome back to the EOE Network. I'm your boy T Ford. If your first time here, hit that like and subscribe button and share with your friends. This is the 2023 Unbound 100 review, recap, whatever you want to call it. It went down yesterday, June 3rd, 2023, Emporia, Kansas. We had about, I want to say, almost 1,200 riders in this event for the 100. That's not counting the pros. So for just us regular, everyday recreational riders, had about 1,200 riders. It was a blast. Now, if you've seen all the pictures floating around online, you would know it was muddy, it was hot, it was cool, it was rainy, and it was windy. All the elements that you could think about yesterday besides snow. I think it did start hilling a little bit towards the end, but we had a blast. Now, where do I stand at with this event? This event was great. I got to meet some good people. I got to meet Tyler Pierce, aka the vegan cyclist. I got to meet Francis of I've dropped all the links down there. So I got to meet the vegan cyclist. I met Francis and I got interviewed by Ben. Ben made me like a star. All my friends hitting me up like, yeah, bro. Hey, we seen you on here. So I dropped their links in this video as well. Met a lot of other good people. I met the Filipino Riding Club out of Michigan. Great team, great dudes, full of camaraderie, great energy. Met a new friend named Bo. Good dude. He was from East Lansing, but now he out in Boston. But anyways, the event started off with a bang. So my GoPro picked up some of the stuff, but then all my technology yesterday, for some reason, I don't know, it must be in retrograde. For some reason, decided to fail. My GPS, my head unit, my Wahoo unit failed at like mile 47. The GoPro picked up whatever it wanted to when it wanted to. So, hey, I'll give you what I have. So the start was beautiful. It started off very cool yesterday. So it was like overcast, but it's like the sun was coming up, breaking through. It was like that great scene out of a movie. It was almost like the scene out the Lion King. It almost looked like that, but it was beautiful. Only bad part about it is once we started, we crossed the chip timing mat. Then a train came, so we was stuck. This is us for the 100. We was stuck. I think the elites and I think the pros had already bypassed the railroad at that time. So everyone else was stuck behind this train and the time was still running. All right, that's cool. So next part of it, we get into it. We take the casual stroll out, make the right on the road. I don't know the name of the road, but made that right onto the first gravel section. Everybody's still taking their time. We doing what we got to do because we had already had word that the 200 had already hit mud at like mile 10 or 11. And it came down to the hike-a-bike section that's here. So the hike-a-bike section got to the point where it's like, boom, you have to lift your bike up and walk through this mud. Many people tried to ride through it. They attempted it, but epic failures. Now me, I've been in the gym. So your boy been in the gym. So what I know how to do, military background training, put the bike on your back and just carry it. A lot of people kept trying to roll their bike through the mud. So they kept getting mud jammed up in their front wheel, their rear wheel, their derailleurs. So you kept seeing people stopping and scraping the mud off with their sticks. And I'm like, hey, just put the bike on your back and carry it. Your cleat's going to get dirty, whatever, but just carry the bike. But watch the barbed wire. So you've seen a lot of people getting flats in that area. But also, I noticed what a lot of people didn't do, and I capitalized on in this area. A lot of people didn't keep up with their nutrition and their hydration in this area. We walked the bike for about 3 miles, literally about 3 miles, maybe a little bit more, 3 miles up hills and around corners. So we walked everyone was walking their bikes. But I noticed when no one drinking water, when no one taking in their hydration, no one was sticking to their plan. So if you had a plan, a lot of people failed. So that came into play later on. So anyways, we make it to like mile 14. People start hopping back on their bikes. We rolling now. Now people starting to, pack up, get together. We're making little teams and we're rolling. So the weather's still cool at this moment of time. So we're going uphill, fast forward. You get down the roads like mile 38. If you haven't been drinking water back there, the temperature started to rise. A lot of hills kicked in. Temperature started to rise a little bit. So I was seeing a lot of people fall off their bikes from dehydration. Seeing a lot of people get off their bikes and lay on the ground because their body was cramping up because when they had a chance to take in the nutrients and electrolytes, they just wasn't doing it. Anyways, we get up to mile 44. Mile 44 is where the first water stop was at. This was the area where it's like, if you have that drink water, you refill your Camelback, you refill your bottles, you do whatever, splash a little bit on your face, and it's an epic downhill after that. But for those who came in, I think right when my group came in, that's when they started to run out of water at the water station. That was a big problem right there, because the next time you was allowed to actually was to get water was 21 miles away in Madison, where you got to your aid station, you got, you had crew for hire or whatever, you got there, that's when you got to refill your goods. But 21 miles as the heat starting to rise, it's a long time. And I noticed you start looking at a lot of people had DNFs, did not finish between mile 44 and I want to say 65 was the aid station. And there was a couple hills back there. Now, I was lucky enough to be one of the ones to get some water. So I don't know. Actually, I got ice. I didn't get water. I took the ice out the cooler and put it in my Camelback. And I noticed a lot of people didn't carry Camelbacks. They took the pro route. They took a route like the pros did, and it was like, I'm only going to take 2 bottles, maybe 3, but they didn't train that way. So however you train dictated the outcome of this event. So you seen a lot of people when I was riding, like, hey, man, where your Camelback, where your water? Oh, all I need is 2 bottles to make it to this. 2 bottles to make it 60, 65 miles. That means you're doing pro level speed to get to that next level. So people wanted to go aero, and they paid the price. So as I mentioned, seeing a lot of people falling off their bikes, just falling. Anyways, moving forward. So then I find Bo on side of the road right before we get to the judge, the hill called the judge. I grab him because I seen him on the ground. We made friends at one of the shakeout rides. Bo was a good dude. He said he was from East Lansing. Well, he stayed in East Lansing. And I was like, oh, Michigan Connect. Of course, you do your hand. Boom. So I gave him some electrolyte tablets and some salt, picked him up off the ground. We walked up the judge. I thought, we're going to tuck it down, let you recover. So as he recovered, we made it in, pulled him into the aid station. His family was there waiting. He didn't know, but it was a great time. Great dude, great family. Good man, good dude overall, because he paid dividends for me after my Wahoo died and went into reset, whatever the hell it did. He paid good dividends for me. Hey, man, I take my hat off to that dude, because after that, he pulled me a little while until he just took off. So, hey, stood on his wheel as long as I can. Now, I want to thank the people of Emporia, because after our aid station, you had people out there like, hey, it was a water point. They was like, hey, use this water to wash off. They was giving out pops, or AK pops, soda, whatever you want to call it. They was giving out pops. They had candy. They had everything for us. Like, hey, take it, drink it, roll out, cool off, dump water on your back. That was the most refreshing moment right there. I want to say it's probably about like mile 77, 78, or 80. They was just dumping water on you, giving you pop, and let you roll out. That was that point where you're just like, all right, we can make it the rest. After that, it started to rain a little bit, just a sprinkle. Then you caught a heavy headwind and some crosswind. But then once you actually got back into the city of Emporia city limits, like, you knew the home stretch was there. And it was nothing else that could stop you from finishing at that moment in time. I'm very, very proud of myself and my performance yesterday. Hey, middle of the pack out of 1,100 some riders, I'm happy. Top 600 finish. Whoop, whoop. I'm happy for the exit. It's like top 525. Whoop, whoop. I'm happy for myself. So I pat myself on the back. Round of applause to everyone who finished yesterday. A round of applause to everyone who attempted it yesterday. Special shout out to everyone. To my friend CT, who just got a gravel bike like 5 days ago and came out here and did this event. To everyone who came out, I've seen little kids out there. I've seen people with dogs. I've seen people in tandems. Everyone who came out and had a great time. I had an amazing time. Shout out to my homeboy Ben. Good hospitality. Thanks for letting me, thanks for everything you did for me this week. I appreciate you. Shout out to Craig and everybody else. And special shout out to Major Taylor Kansas City Club for putting on that ride, for putting on that shakeout ride that ended up turning into a sprint out ride, because you know what happens after you put a whole bunch of cyclists together for a long period of time. Someone's going to boost about their FTP, and then it's a race. So that's what that turned into, but it was fun. So shout out to everyone over there at the Kansas City Major Taylor team. Everyone, good camaraderie. It was a great event. So if you had a chance to, or if you never had a chance to, put your name in the lottery. Come on out next year and do it. Because right now I got the itch to do it again, because I feel like I could have did a lot better. So just back to the drawing board, back to the training board, see what we can do, tinkle and tailor with here or there to be better next year. So I definitely, as of right now, definitely coming back next year. But everything is subject to change. You know, life variables go from here to there. So you guys, as always, you guys continue to be good. You guys continue to be great. EOE.